Welcome to Tarot, my love. It's the 28th of April. It's going to be the morning quickies on the beach here. Beautiful morning. Excuse me. Allergies. Allergies in paradise. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining me here. Using the Ethereal Visions deck today. Illuminated Tarot. It's kind of illuminated. I gotta be in the palapa with a little bit of shade. Get going here. I always shuffle before I put them away. We'll put a little energy on it and start with Aries this morning. Welcome, Aries. 28th of April. Let's just see what I got here for you guys. I'm going to pull through the deck. It's been working pretty good. Kind of like it. And today, I'm going to do Sagittarius. Did Scorpio yesterday. So Sagittarius heart spread. This is a couples reading. Not really couples readings, for whoever's on your mind when you're thinking about someone. You know, whether you're with them or want to be with them or were with them. It's whoever's the ones in your head, man. Sorry, I'm all stuffed up with allergies. But other reading is singles reading, 4 pillars, and that's just for if you're wide open. People seem to like that one the most. You devils, you. So I like it too. I made both of them up myself. So they're original, and the 2 I'm leaning on right now on Quickies. We'll work through the zodiac twice a month. Read fresh readings up. All right, every other week for each sign. Plus the Quickies 6 days a week. Today, on the 28th for Aries, what are we going to do here? Spirit, 4 Pentacles. Oh, hell, what is it, Wednesday? Maybe it's a hump day. Maybe it's like you just want to stay in bed, and this 4 Pentacles, particularly the card itself, is kind of low energy. It is daily reading. Man, I want to stay in bed. Talking about low energy. It's just allergies. They just hit me like a ton of bricks every year. And you want change. Wow. Well, it's preparing for change. It's like, to me, this is like knowing that it's coming. And sort of almost, you can almost see with this card, like cringing, almost like the fetal position, like protecting yourself. Like you know it's coming, you know, it's a little bit, not that it's death like dying, but it's a little bit like a death approaches, and you're like just laying there going, oh man, I know it's coming, I know it's coming. Aries is kind of like the feeling I get. Like the reason you're in this 4 Pentacles too, which is energetically like holding tight to your energy and protecting your energy. Yeah, you just feel like this is not the time. It's almost like an instinct, you know, fight or flight. You know, and you're kind of in the flight or hide mode. The 2 of Wands. Wow. So this is kind of literal, I think. You know what I just said, and what it is that you're trying to avoid, and it's like really powerful avoidance because it's like the. Just check and make sure you can see these cards. Set up my marker, guys. So, yeah. Let's say here. Yes, yes. So energetically, yeah, because you don't want to make this change, whatever it is. I mean, it's a daily reading. You know, it could be like your partner wants to change sides of the bed, and you just like got this thing. You know, I mean, or it could be a lot bigger. But you don't want to make the change. And it's an action. Like, you got to change something to do. So in order to do that, then you have to go get up. This is like, geez, I really would like a glass of milk or something. Or I don't really want to get up, go all the way to the kitchen. Kind of energy. But I think you're in that because you just sort of don't want to deal with whatever it is here. You got to change. Probably around a relationship, Aries. But it's a quickie. Check out your spread on our sites already up, excuse me, for May. See what you think. Maybe the singles and the couples might work. We have the 4 pillar singles and the heart spread for couples. So this is for the 28th of April here. Now we're going to do Taurus. This is you, Taurus, how you're feeling in around relationships right now, where you're at, and with the major arcana, that's stuff bigger than us. It's right in the middle of the journey, card number 10. Um, um, this could be, too, like the position of like a midlife crisis, too, just comes to mind. Just as an interpretation, add that to Tarot Moore's interpretation of the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, midlife crisis. But it could be just a sense too in this position of how you're feeling around love and relationship, like, and it could be in response to your person, or it could just be you're really feeling, I remember having this and having dreams of the person and knowing the color of their hair, and it was amazing, and hearing their voice even, and like that, but just feeling like, wow, something, because usually it's going to be good, it's going to bounce in your favor, put you in a good place, definitely going to put you where you need to be, always, right? Um, wow. You couldn't ask for a harder slap in the face than that right there. This here is, I see is like your query. Here's really, this is the question. That's kind of where you're at. Like, you could have this question on your mind consciously here and really not being much concerned with where you're at. I'm trying to get a read what's going on. But this is what's going on. And so you want to know, I mean, the Three of Swords, well, I was going to say it's not always final. Sometimes it's just you're really hurt. Could be a horrendous fight. I mean, a daily reading. And you get butt hurt and really hurt. And, then, but you're, get over it, because maybe you have an Aries Venus or something, your Taurus. But when you combine it with the Wheel of Fortune, it's almost like, to me, it's saying whatever this heartache is here, you're suffering, you need to experience this. It's for the best. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. In other words, fate has a hand in this. This is that thing where tarot readers say, oh, the guides have you. And yeah, I think it could be like that, however you want to look at it. If you look at your astrology chart, I guarantee you're going to see this, Everybody always thinks of transit somehow. It's like, oh, transit's like they're scary. No, I mean, it's just life. And you win the lottery, you see that. And Jupiter in the second house, and trines Venus, and blah, 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 and you're Taurus, and boom. But when you're in this energy, it's hard to see. You really got to get some perspective. And it is thoughts, but, thought and all, they're hurtful thoughts, Nine of Cups. So your person, maybe a water sign here, Taurus, but definitely with the Nine of Cups, the happy bachelor, content, emotionally self-fulfilled. Um, um, there's a couple ways to see this. Relationships are always a mirror. So I think this is your person that causes this Three of Swords that's on your mind. They could be being selfish. They could just be doing them. Maybe they say to you, I don't know, the difference between being selfish and not is just somebody being honest, saying, you know what, I'm kind of doing me, and I'm busy with a lot of things. I don't really have time to give to a relationship. It's like someone that says, I don't have a dog because I don't have time to give it attention and care. I don't want to be an asshole and leave my dog at home all day, Or, it could be someone just being selfish in a relationship and all of that. But it's pulling in your energy too. So at the same time, it's asking you to find I know it's corny, your own emotional fulfillment and all that, Taurus. You know what I mean? Um, and that's what the Wheel of Fortune, I think, is talking about. It's like in the midst of this, somehow, this is going to set you up out of this heartache to be in I might not see it now, a better emotional place. Again, look at the May readings that are already up on our channel for you. Heart spread and the singles, because, I think you're leaving something behind, and when you get to, what's the next one? If you get the Nine of Cups, okay, maybe this person, what they did for you was they showed you what it's like to be a Nine of Cups. So, in a way, you sort of got to be like them more, be more self-contained emotionally and stuff. And the next one is a Ten of Cups, which is ding, ding, ding. That's what we all want, I think, if you're watching a love channel. Thank you, Taurus. So, Geminis, 28th of April. We're doing the quickies here on the beach. Thanks for joining me. You're showing Six of Swords energy. You're where you're at in and around relationships, where your mind's at, where your heart is at. Moving away, and it could be emotionally moving away too here. You know, I kind of also get the picture of it's a metaphor. It don't has to be a man, but a man that goes out in the morning and lives on the shore and goes for peace, to get away, just his thing, like you meditate or you might do yoga or tai chi or something, or take a walk in the morning. Well, I do. White bread exerciser. uh, but so this is like trying to get away, and not just trying to get away, maybe actually getting away in your mind from something. You know, just come to me. Could be speaking to like a routine or something, but it's about relationships, how you're feeling in and around relationships. You know, it could be simply you want to get away from the relationship. It could be you're in a relationship and you really need some me time, and maybe your person is like me and doesn't really get me time, and you're like, oh my God, how do I tell? So you just sort of like avoid, but maybe you need a little time to yourself here, Gemini. Time for you and your friends, right? You're Gemini. I kid the Geminis because I love you. I think I've had 3 Gemini relationships. Being a Scorpio, so I've dated the zodiac pretty much. But look, the Hierophant now. This is you. Yeah, really. I see this as you really want to be this Hierophant. You want like you want. This could be also you want a marriage, but you want this solid place in yourself. I mean, there's religious, spiritual aspects to this. You know, it's Jesus saying, don't build your house upon the sand. You know, build it upon a rock. And that's what you want here. And if you're moving away then from something, feeling like in this relationship, it's like something that's not serving this, something that is low vibration, I think, which you might say. I don't want to be like judgmental, but you're moving away from low vibrational energy. I mean, it could be anything from just, you know, people that are low vibing and into really negative, worldly. I mean, they watch Jerry Springer and think it's funny, or I don't know, you know, and you're just like, you're not wanting to be at that, involved in that, you know, and trying to move away from it mentally in some way. The 4 Swords. It actually works with the 4 Swords here, with your advice and outcome, Gemini, because this is going to take some time. And I think with the 4 Swords too implies you're going to need to move. You're going to need to literally move away from this situation you're in to get your peace. Be the Hierophant, you know, that you want to be, that you can be. So yeah, thank you, Gemini. A little bit of heavy reading for today, the 28th, Cancers, 28th of April. The quickie read here on the beach. Thanks for joining me. With my allergies, can barely talk, but we're pulling through the deck. Here goes Cancer with the 3 of Wands. You know, I'm just gonna call this is the dating card now. I'm thinking of the dating game. Who's old enough to remember that? The music, it was really cheesy, like 70s stuff, right? The women with the big hair and the guys with the porno mustaches. But yeah, 3 of Wands, you know, you're looking, man. And there's a love relationship reading. This is where your mind and heart is at in and around relationships. So what the hell is that I'm not looking? And you know, this should be the official card. A dating site should start a dating site with this as their emblem. You know what I'm telling you. There you go. I have hints out there for you dating site creators. Let's see what you're looking for here. 5 of Pentacles. Wow. Well, I did say what you're looking for. So that could imply you're just not finding it. You know, because if the 5 of Pentacles was here, I could say, oh, you know, you have a lack mentality, and you know, it could be that involved. But I think what this really means is you're looking, but you're not finding. So I'm gonna go with that, Cancer. So you're looking, but you're not finding. What advice can Spirit give us for someone that's looking and not finding, our Cancer friends right here. And name a light love so it serves the greatest good. What can you tell us, Spirit? Pull this next card. Five of Wands. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. You're going to have to fight. Two fives. There's just conflict. It's like, what this is saying, Cancer, is before you can really look, because you got to kind of be free to do this, you know? He's standing there, he's free, he's ready, like, okay, if he sees something down there on the river, he's going to try to hustle on down there to it, right? You know, this is not free. It's like, I'm telling you right now, you got to fight your way out of something. Like, you're in something, and you want to go and look and be free, because you could say be free. Is actions, and threes are dynamics, you know. But you're gonna have to fight your way out. You know, maybe you've been avoiding a confrontation. It's about a relationship. You know, it's a relationship reading. Thank you, Cancers, Leos, for the 28th here of April, 2021. This is the Morning Quickies. Thanks for joining me on the beach. I should say, share is rare, but shows you care. And appreciate everybody subscribing. That helps a lot. Helps some morale, too. Um, 10 of Wands. This is you in your relationships, how you feel, where your mind and heart is at right now on the 28th of April. Leos. It's kind of Leo-y energy. Fire. Boy, it's like how I feel today. I am tired. I write poetry. I just wrote a poem to Hensley. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired poem. Then, too, I think in a relationship reading, like this coming up, you're feeling like you carry the relationship. You know, you carry 90% of the relationship. Maybe you've done this over and over and over. Maybe you've been doing it for years or 10 years. And, you know, it's like you just can't do it anymore. You're kind of like, you may be in your head thinking, like, I just can't do this anymore. Hermit. Now, if that doesn't make you hermit up, what will? You know? So what I see here, 10, of course, is being done. I've had enough. I can't do it anymore. So you withdraw. But it's a good thing because it's not just self-isolating. It's self-isolating for your own personal edification. You are looking at yourself, taking responsibility for yourself. Like if this is about a relationship, maybe you're starting to realize, well, one thing I did, yeah, you're maybe telling yourself, well, I didn't do anything wrong, and I was good, and I did this, and I did that. Well, maybe the real problem was that you did everything. It's not always about blaming a relationship. It's just the dynamics, It's so weird, man, how it works. You see it in synastry, but if somebody cuts back, the other one picks up, and nobody's even conscious, so it's like some kind of dynamic that's a machine or something. You don't normally even see it sometimes. But you're withdrawing here from giving all that energy. And you have the sun. I'm going to be honest with you. All kind of healing and blessings coming your way. This is your card here, in my opinion. It should be the sun. The fifth house, Leo. Your time is coming. It's going to be summer. We're moving in now to the good spring weather. The energy's flowing, the sap is flowing through the trees. And, I think, too, what I'm kind of getting here by your solar return, and come summer, you guys are going to be looking beautiful. I mean, if you're women, you're going to be comfortable in your bikinis or whatever, and you're not going to be like, oh, am I too fat in that? You're going to be, and people are going to be drawn to you, and you're going to be feeling really good, really sexy, and really strong. And I think a lot of it is due to the fact that you withdrew your energy. It's like all this energy that was draining you like a battery. You stop and you recuperate, figure it out, and then a few months later, all that energy goes into you. And it's like you're just, glowing. The glowing Leo guy or girl just lights up the room. And Leos, if anybody's going to light up a fucking room, it's going to be a Leo. Thank you, Leos. Virgos can read a room. Welcome, verse 28th of April, our quickie read. This is how you are. Yay, you get the King of Cups, the Jim Morrison King of Cups, my fave in the card. So cool, so laid back. So this is a Virgo that's just this in and around relationships where your mind and heart is at. You're channeling that energy. You know, he's got the fish around his neck. I just realized that emblem. Yeah. He's loose and wide open, but he's not a player. You know, he's kind of looking at everybody else's part. He's got his cup ready. It doesn't look like there's anything in the cup. It's like he's kind of waiting to get into the game, right? Get into almost like a party. Maybe he's on his throne. He's called like a party in his chambers there or something. The jesters out there performing. Who knows? But he's happy. You know, I think he's had a little bit to drink in the past here, but checking everybody out. That's you, Virgo. And holy shit, Leo coming up. He's got the sun in the last reading for Leo. A lot of Virgos got Leo in their chart. But this shows a Virgo that's emotionally really reached some maturity, emotional self-understanding, ability to be vulnerable without feeling vulnerable, vulnerable without feeling devastated or afraid, honest, emotionally honest and real and perceptive and intelligent. So with the strength card here, it's almost like a promise too that you have this strength. It's such a beautiful strength. This can speak to a younger Leo energy too, because it's a mirror. So often this can be about the person's on your mind. If that would be a younger Leo, um, and you know, in my mind, this king is looking at that Leo, and he's thinking like maybe that's the one. That's the one. He'll have her brought to him or something. Whatever the kings do back then. And the Nine of Pentacles, outcome and advice. This is saying this to do you, and if this is talking to you, um, this is the mirror. So your other person's like this. What is like this? They're the happy bachelor. They're content. They're fulfilled, self-fulfilled, and more than anything else, with the King and the Strength and the Nine of Pentacles, this is someone who's secure, if not rich necessarily. You know, they don't need anyone's help. You know, really emotionally or financially. So they're very strong. So this is you, and this is going to be who you pull in. So if you're dealing with a Leo down there, someone like this, someone that's substantial. I don't see anything bad here. It's like I see kind of status quo, like wherever you guys are at, you seem to be comfortable with it. Whatever's going to happen, I think it looks like it's going to be slow, but kind of genuine and real. Um, Virgos, whatever's going on. Thank you, guys. And now, my Libra friends, I'll do the quickies for the 28th. Excuse my voice. It's allergy season. 28th of April. This is you, how you're feeling in and around relationships, where your mind and heart is at, the Knight of Wands. So you're pretty fired up about relationships, that would say. Excuse me. Should step off camera, but there we go. Allergies. We'll incorporate that into the reading. Maybe the knight's head is not clear, and he can't. His voice would probably sound like this because it's muffled. But this Knight of Wands ain't playing. If you look at this card, I mean, he's really riding hard. And so in terms of love and relationship, this shows a Libra that's feeling the energy of you want to get some. You're very interested. You're taking actions. Maybe you're actively in a relationship. Um, that's your energy. That's not your, wow, 10 of Cups. So see where this goes. But this is like the reason why you're, because this is not exactly a Libra energy. It's Knight of Wands. It's more like your opposite, the Aries energy. But look, you saw your Ten of Cups here. You felt it. And this brought out whatever your Mars is in your chart, your strength, it brought it out. You want that Ten of Cups with a passion. It's a beautiful Ten of Cups. My God, who wouldn't want that? No? Wow, Libra. So, where do we go with this? King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is very good. The answer is yes. They're very solid. Your person's an Earth sign, maybe a Virgo here, Libra, and they got you. You know, you're rushing at them, and they like it. It's okay. They're there for you. They're solid. You're not. It's not like an affair, because you might think, oh, the Knight of Wands is always rushing in for affairs. Well, no. Sometimes he is horny, but that doesn't mean he can't fall in love. So add that to the list of Tarot Me More interpretations for the Knight of Wands. Yes, the Knight of Wands is horny, but he is still capable of falling in love. There you go. Thank you. Scorpios, welcome. It's Morning Quickies here on the 28th of April. This is you in and around relationships, doing the good work. Usually when I see that in this sign, it's like you've been doing some kind of work. I mean, by good work, it's like not at your job, but in terms of relationships. Been doing whatever's necessary to, make yourself better. Make the best thing we bring to a relationship is ourselves. So, excuse me, the allergies killed me this morning. And let's see, what's going on with your question with the Three of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, back to back, we're pulling through the deck here, guys. Scorpio, you guys have been working with someone. Now, because this is a love relationship, this would be an awesome, if this was a work reading. It'd be like whoever you're collaborating with, you're doing fantastic. But same thing in love. It's just, there's like a real practical connection and a practical collaboration going on here, Scorpios. And the Six of Cups, and it's being rewarded. So if it hasn't already, it certainly will. It's like, this is your relationship. It's like whatever you guys have been doing, I would bet you're in a relationship with a Earth sign. Scorpios, Capricorn comes most to my mind. And Scorpios and Caps can be a really good mix. Anyway, sun-wise. But wow, it's going to be very successful. It's like maybe it's a little bit like you've been kind of a bit of a grind and doing the work, and it's not the sexy part, but you're getting it together, the relationship. And maybe this is like really like, this could be, I know it's not traditionally, but this could be just bust wide open. It's like, maybe you haven't been able to tell people you're a couple. Now you're a couple, and there's parties, and congratulations, you get engaged, and just feels really, really, really good. That progression there, Scorps. Sagittario, here we are, 28th of April. Love Quickie Read on the beach. Thanks for joining me, guys. Give us a like. Share is rare, but makes me happy. And I appreciate everybody subscribing. Here you are with the moon, Sag, coming out of the chute. How you are in around relationships, where your mind is at, where your heart is at. And there's something you're not seeing. There's something that's not clear. In this position here, you may not be aware of this. Or as I said, you may go, yeah, it kind of is. Or because this is almost like something you might not see it. You don't see it so hardly that you don't see it so. It's so hidden from you that you really don't see it. It's a kind of thing maybe if someone else might see it, if they really love you and really understand you, they could actually just, be like, what? That kind of thing. But sometimes this gets to our conscious level. You see that more in this position. Maybe that's what's going on, Five of Swords, because now this is where you're at consciously here. So, Wow, you're in this Five of Swords energy, which is tough. But I think this is in your head, but it's in response to your person. But it's like you're not like arguing with them. Look at him how he is thinking. See, you're in your head like arguing like with yourself. Like I did this to myself or something. So when you get with this moon, whatever this is, what's hidden, we're gonna look to patterns because you're probably saying when you're here like this, man, I swear to God, this is what happened last time, and oh my God, and maybe you roll it back a few, and let's see what the advice is from Spirit. Wow. Well, with the Four of Wands here, and I'm a Sag, I just remove myself from the readings because I'm also a strong Cancer moon, and Virgo's ascendant is strong. But it's kind of a fear of commitment. I think that's what you're not seeing here. What's causing this inner conflict that you're feeling, Sag, is this hidden kind of fear. You really don't want to admit it's like kind of a Facebook kind of meme joke, but really, because it's like there's this marriage here in the future. And this is always, I see this as words or actions. I see this as, you're maybe there's a choice where you can build a relationship, long-term solid relationship or marriage with someone here. Sag, thank you guys. Capricorn, 28th of April. This is our reading. Sorry for the morning quickie. Sorry for my voice allergies. Uh, Appreciate your likes. It's easy. It's good karma. And appreciate everybody joining the channel. Next week I'll get together and pick like a winner and give some free readings to our subscribers. Okay. So I do appreciate everybody subscribing a lot. But Hanging Man. Um, so the Hangman out of the chute for you, Caps. Like your timeout. I always think of timeout with the Hangman a little bit. It's a little bit like when you're a little kid, they put you in timeout, no? And you don't, you're just thinking about something. And, if you're in this energy, in and around relationships, how you feel, where your mind and heart is at, it's like you're sort of trying to figure something out. So something's not going well. Maybe with a King of Wands, a fire sign, Aries or Leo. Most comes to mind, could be Sag. Uh, he's got this card really emphasizes the salamander, the protection. So if this is your person, this is you taking a time out. I think my third card here is going to be, why are you hesitating? Okay, because you got a person here. They're going to be dominant and expressive and confident and outgoing, possibly outspoken. The kind of energy man or woman that would maybe want to come in, sweep you off your feet. Could be kind of dominant energy, dominate conversations, stuff like that. And, the hangman makes me think there was some kind of red flag that's caused you to take a step back and look at this from a different direction. Get your best girlfriend, best boyfriend involved and talk this out in detail before you go forward. The Queen of Wands. Wow. Capricorn, the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Both of these are pretty laid back. So I think what this is the reason you're in this energy. You're not really sure what to do, and you're kind of like not maybe sure how to do it, but you're interested. So you're not like Eight of Cups. You're not walking away. You just need a minute to figure out how to proceed. And I think what this is, whether there's a male and female, it not doesn't really have gender, but the masculine and feminine's there. So there's a couple here, and you look, they're both one. So I think what this is this person is more outgoing than you, and maybe like you feel a little bit like you can't maybe keep up with them, or you can't meet their energy, or Something like that. But and you may be telling yourself, well, they're a little, rude, or they're kind of too crude, or but you really kind of like them. And really, when you get right down to it, it's not that they're too much. It's kind of like that you're not enough. So that when you're around them, you're just gonna have to amp up your energy a little bit. And I think I'm Sagittarius, and mutable. But I've been with Capricorns, and it's just uh, like you guys need us, fire signs, because you can get kind of dull. To tell you. And it's a bit of a balance. And the fire sign, hey, let's drive to the beach this weekend, get on a hotel, come on, let's leave right now, pack your stuff, let's go. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna work in the garden, and I'm gonna so that's kind of what it is. You're sort of like, but I think it's okay. Just tell yourself you're going to take it up a little notch and meet their energy. And I think it's going to make life more fun for you, Capricorns. Thank you. So, Aquarius friends, on the 28th here of April, the morning quickies on the beach. Thanks for joining me. This is you, how you're feeling in and around relationships, the infamous Seven of Swords. So I won't say you were cheating, lying, or stealing, because if you were, you already know that. If you're a cross watcher, there you go. Could go that way. But usually in this position, excuse me, I'm sorry, allergy kill me, of in and around relationships where your heart and mind is at, when you're in this position, it's because you were done wrong in the past and you're kind of leery now. And such that strategic thinking. The only other way that would go in this position also could be you have to do strategic thinking. This is love and relationship reading because of the dynamics of your present relationship. That could be too. Let's see. Ace of Cups. So, to me, this shows you've put your heart out there to someone. I think it's you. Maybe they did to you. And this would be brand new. This would be something new. And the fact that you have this in the past position, and then you get the Ace of Cups, you're not in this energy about your person here, Aquas. Excuse me again. No. And he's looking away from the cup. He's looking back to the past, even. So, this is funny, but it's just a feeling I have. Give me a message, Aquas. You kind of putting this behind you. It was hard. It was hard. And you're kind of just putting it behind you. And you're kind of ready, to give your Ace of Cups here. You know? I mean, like just ready. Like you woke up this morning or recently and went, I think I'm really done with that stuff. Sorry, I don't want to pull from the bottom. And the Ace of Wands. Wow. You're like going to call him today and you're going to say, I really think I love you, because Ace of Cups pretty soon. Ace of Cups is not, I want to go out on a date, or I want to get to know you. An Ace of Cups, like, I want to marry you. I really love you. I want you to know for the first time, I really love you. I want a life with you. That's what the Ace of Cups is. And the Ace of Wands, I mean, guys, ding, 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 you win. I mean, they're going to absolutely respond. They may be a fire sign you're dealing with here, Aqua. Take it like that. Aries, Sag, and Leo. A lot of dogs over there fighting. It's a Mexico thing. It's not too bad here. In Mexico, it can be horrible with the dogs, but here, a lot of the gringos, honestly, get involved in this dog, and there's a lot of spay and neutering consciousness here. So it's a lot better here than many places. But thank you, Aqua. And so now we're going to do Pisces. This is you in around relationships on the 28th of April. How you're feeling, where your heart and mind is at. You're determined. Look at how determined that looks. That's like, you don't want that coming at you. And maybe channeling your kind of harder self, your In terms of relationships, it's action, taking action, but you know, um, here I don't see like there's a threat. It's like you want to say something to someone. You know, you want to rush in and say like I love you or something. It's a love reading, so it's not a work reading. That'd be I want this job. So, Seven of Pentacles. I take this as advice now. It's like this is really wanting to rush in and say what you want to say. So, because this Knight of Swords is your energy, you may not be aware. See, you may, if I say it, if it resonates. But reason you're watching this is you're wondering though, is it really worth my efforts? This sort of does imply like maybe this is not a new relationship. It's a relationship that's kind of been ongoing that you threw yourself out originally, guys. Sorry. And um, so you're kind of wondering now, did I make the right choice? And I think you did. Now you got the Eight of Pentacles, but yeah, with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so it also might just been really hard. Like this Knight of Swords rushed in and said, I love you. I think, oh my God, I want to life with you. And you weren't in the same city or the same town or state or country, or there was work that had to be done to put this together. And maybe you were wondering, was it going to come together? Are they going to really meet my energy, and reciprocate? And they 100% are. If they're not right now, I mean, they will be doing it, Pisces. So thank you guys. A very positive read for Pisces. I just feel really good about that one. It's almost too a feeling, Pisces, like you kind of earned this one. It's just going to be really satisfying. Maybe for both of you, kind of that feeling like, you know what, we really earned this good relationship here, solid relationship. Thank you guys for joining me. Like, share, and I appreciate everybody subscribing. Thank you.